The operative approach to a repair of the plantar plate starts with a dorsal longitudinal incision either in the inner space or directly over the MTP joint. We plantar flex the toe, and here we see a simulated tear on the lateral aspect of the plantar plate. A maglanomery elevator is used to release the proximal capsule, and then this allows actually our while osteotomy to be translated in a proximal direction, and it actually brings the plate a little more accessible by bringing it down into the MTP joint space itself. Now we fix that translated while osteotomy with a vertical K-wire, and then I think it's helpful to measure the length of that dorsal flare, and we'll mark it, and we'll also see what it measured on that measuring device, and then we'll take about 3 millimeters from that flare. That gives us just a little bit more exposure. Then a second vertical K-wire is placed in the base of the proximal phalanx, and then we can distract the joint itself. We release the deforming contracted capsule on the medial aspect, and so that totally frees up the plantar plate. We roughen the insertion site, and then using the microscorpion, we pass a suture through the plantar plate, and then again we see that we've created a horizontal mattress suture. Another way is to use the pigtail or microsuture lasso in a tight space, or if you have a longitudinal tear. Then we place drill holes in an oblique fashion or vertically on the medial and lateral aspect of the proximal phalanx. And here's where we will secure our sutures. We use the suture passer with a nitinol loop and bring the sutures through that drill hole, and that's where we will secure the plantar plate eventually. We'll go ahead and reduce to a certain extent the proximal phalanx, then we'll place the wile with the shortening that we desire, which is usually 2 to 3 millimeters, holding the osteotomy with a compression clamp, and then fixing it with 2 spin screws. The suture is then tied over the bony bridge, finishing the repair of the plantar plate.